just give it a chance. It's showing that it's online OBS, but I'm not sure. Vintage Army says, learning preference, I believe. Great job doing all of this. It's new and challenging for sure. Let's see. All right, Kate says, okay, I'm back. Great. I hope it's going to keep going. Who knows? Because YouTube is giving me intermittent results here. And Acre Patrick says, I'm learning so much. Kate says, oh, there it goes again. I'm such a fan and so into this, but I have to drive across the state now. I have to watch it later. It will be available later. Rachel Davenport says, thank you, Skip. Life has been rather hectic for me lately, so I haven't been able to read any of Jung's work directly yet. I'm very grateful for these live streams. You are welcome, Rachel. Okay, I seem to have gotten to the end of the chats, and I'm sorry that the performance has been so poor at the end here, where YouTube keeps disconnecting us. But I will endeavor to again be back tomorrow, and in the meantime, there's lots to watch now, okay, because I've been intentionally laying down discussions about these issues since last Sunday, and I created a special playlist for the BTS Army to support you in the going forward of the Map of the Soul Persona album. I just want to remind you all that this hashtag, which is Map of the Soul Persona, okay, that hashtag, I'm hoping that this, at least the chat will still be here. BTS wants us all to use that hashtag tomorrow, April 6th, because they're hoping that the Army will produce 27 million tweets with that hashtag in it. And if we do that, and I will certainly try to help, if we do that, let me just say this in the chat just in case. The BTS would like to set the Twitter record tomorrow by having more than 27 million tweets with that hashtag in them. Okay, so to the extent that you can get on Twitter and use that hashtag tomorrow, that will be a great help to BTS and the BTS Army in terms of the launch of their album tomorrow. And BTS Army says, thanks, sir, for your efforts. I appreciate the thanks, and certainly I intend to keep doing more of this over the next few days. And so I think because we've been having some disconnects here now at the end of this, I'm going to go ahead and terminate this session, but I've already put about 10 or 12 hours worth onto the playlist that's at the top of the YouTube channel now. And so if you will go back and look at those videos, that will be helpful both to the BTS Army and to you and to me. And then it's going to be very, very interesting to watch the launch of this album, because I think we have no idea how it's going to be. Yesterday, I found out that BTS has been nominated for 2 Billboard Awards, one for Best Album and one for Best Social Group doing social work. And I think that that's phenomenal. And so I do expect that the BTS Army is going to be very much in the primary help for both BTS and people around the world, because if you understand these issues, and if you listen to my little video, that if you haven't been a supporter of this YouTube channel, you'll get a little video that for 3 minutes explains to you why I've been studying Dr. Jung's work for 32 years. You know, it's all about knowing yourself and knowing how your psyche works. And if you know that, then we're going to have a better world. And so that's why I'm doing these videos. And it's basically the same objective as BTS itself has had. And so because I see the need and the desire of many BTS followers around the world to understand these things better, that's why I'm doing these long videos. And so I do intend to try to do live streams every morning at 10 a.m. The reason I'm selecting 10 a.m. is because that's 11 p.m. in Korea and 11 p.m. in Japan. And it also means that fans in Europe and India can see the live streams. And most people in the U.S. can, although in fans that are in California, you have to get up early. I apologize for that. And fans that are in Hawaii, it's pretty much impossible, because that would be 4 a.m. for you. But I am going to attempt to do more of these feeds over the next few days at least, at 10 a.m. every morning. So if you wish to join me, please join me. Help other BTS Army people know about this live feed so that they can join us and ask questions. And we will help everybody understand Jungian psychology better. And by the way, there is a video, although I don't want to interpret your dreams or visions, and I don't want to interpret BTS's visions either, because that would be actually wrong from a Jungian psychology point of view. There is a very good video on DKDK TV, where a young Korean man, and I'm going to put the name of that channel on here. Okay, so a young Korean man did a 10-minute video that focuses on the opening song that was done by Nam-joon, that has some terrific imagery in it, and that young Korean man who did that video did a terrific basic job of showing you the structure of Jungian at a very high level, 10,000 feet level. But in terms of orienting you, you might want to look at that video. It's a good, he has a good diagram of Jungian psychology. And of course, you can't know what's in the mandala that he's showing you without reading 20 volumes of Collected Works and 2 volumes of letters and and then 2 volumes of a vision seminar, 2 volumes of Zarathustra seminar. But anyway, you can get a general orientation, and that I think is useful. So I urge you to go look for that video. Did I do the... Oh, I beg your pardon. The hashtag has to be corrected. You're correct. The hashtag, I misspelled persona. So it's map of the soul persona. So we'll see how many people do it the wrong way, but that is the hashtag that BTS wants. Yeah, and Dominique says DK TV always does explain in their series, and so please don't assume that they're doing this in any sort of depth in terms of Jungian psychology. But in terms of that one video that I saw, it's a very good overview look. But as you're watching the imagery of BTS, I urge you to consider what the symbols mean to you. And that's what we are interested in Jungian psychology. BTS Army says, I'm in Morocco, it's 4 p.m. Yes, that's why I'm doing it at this hour, so that it's available. And it being Friday, you have the day off, maybe, so you can participate on a Friday. But thank you, BTS Vintage Army, thank you very much for correcting the hashtag. I put the correct hashtag below now. I think that's correct. And BTS Army says, so you got to watch Wongbin. It's a channel that explains the historical and spiritual context of Idol by BTS. Okay, I'll try to do that. I mean, I'm a one-man band here, so I'm up to my ears and things to do, but I will definitely try to do that. Thank you for that suggestion. I'll make a note of that. Let's see here. Any other questions before I log off here for today? Wong Bin. Okay, so thank you to BTS Army for that pointer. And Dominique says it's midnight here in the Philippines, and I do know that Asians like to stay up late, so this is one of the reasons why I'm making it available late at night, because you can watch without your parents interfering with your watching habits here. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to log off for today. I have an interview. Let me just say again one more time that I am interested in interviewing BTS Army members to talk about your motivations for being a member of the BTS Army. And I'm also interested in interviewing creative people of all kinds, especially if you know something about Jungian psychology and have used it in your art form, whatever it is. It can be dance, it can be writing, it can be painting, drawing, whatever you do. It can be, making dinner. Clarissa Pinkola Estes, who wrote Women Who Run with the Wolves, talked about making dinner as a creative act. So whatever your creative act is, if you are somehow inspired by Dr. Jung's work, I'd very much like to interview you, and I will, that will be a way to also promote your work, because that interview will be on this channel if we do it together. And Elias says she will watch later, and Noor says that's a good idea. Okay,